Are you ready? Because he's ready. It's Master Jeff! Martial arts expert, instructor extraordinaire, and general clown. He's not afraid of coronavirus. He's not afraid of the bad guys. Master Jeff is not afraid of anything.
What's up, guys? No surprise here. YouTube is kind of glitching out. It's saying something about the bit rate, but the bit rate is always fine. I don't know what's going on. I'm looking at what your guys are looking at right now, which you're seeing 30 seconds ago, which is the start of this video, and it looks okay. So hopefully it will stay okay. I'm going to put it on this scene. If you guys prefer one square or the other, let me know. Upper right, upper left, lower right, whatever. And we will fix it for you. Meanwhile, I'm going to put on my trolling mask. There's one place with a tear right there. And I'm going to roll that bad boy up. Like that. By the way, tomorrow I have to go to prepare for the surgery that I'm going to have on the 30th. And one of the preparations is getting tested for COVID-19 because they won't work on you if you have COVID-19, I don't think. So let's hope that I don't catch COVID-19 from one of these yahoos back here during the course of this class. All right, so or all top right or bottom left or all top right or bottom left. Side one or all. We'll just leave it all because most people, Edward, like all. But if you change your mind and you definitely want one, I can blow this one up. Let me see here. How can I do this? There. Sorry, I couldn't tie it in time. All right, so let's see here. Let's get, we got any black belts up in here? How about red belts? We got any blue belts?
Yes, sir.
Right. There we got any purples?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We got any green? Yes, we do. Right there. No, we don't have oranges, but we got yellows. Come on, yellows. Welcome, good to see you again, Olivia. You may go right behind that man right over there with that purple belt. Nice and sharp. I'm stand kind of close over here so they can hear. Chinny up! Kuye tahayal. Chinnet. Huddle. Wukyam. God, thank you very much for this opportunity for us to train together. Please help us always train in a way that pleases you. In Jesus' name, amen. You know what to say? First,
Hey,
chinny up.
Master Jeff.
There we go.
All
All right, right leg back to me. Hey!
right.
And front snap kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What? Do, set, net, hustle, yes, you got it. Do, and you, paddle, and show. Let's see, we got every single person is a sibling. And in a stroke of wild irony, I don't have a sibling. And I can touch to show you guys self-defense techniques. All right, Andre. And let's stretch out the lefty first. Jericho just reminded me, like and subscribe and hit this button. Do not hit this button. Causes COVID-19. Hit this button. Right?
The thumbs down button is covered in COVID-19.
Ooh, Jeremy.
So when you hit it and then like
It goes right through your mouse. That's right. All right, let's switch feet. Drifting.
if you press the like button,
worst.
if
I
you
saw
press
your brother
A-
in there, Jubilee. He was going.
Anything bad has COVID-19 on it,
Right.
especially the dislike button.
the like
Tell
button.
you what, I'm usually not too worried about COVID-19, but I went to the doctor's office today and I just got creeped out. Put on my mask nice and tight. As soon as I walked in there, I slathered down in hand sanitizer. They're like, sir, sir, sir.
Sir! Sir!
Master Jeff,
Yeah,
this button cures you and makes you immune.
right. Right, let's shake it out.
Shake
And
your
you
body,
thumbs up,
shake
and
your
you
body.
go. Yeah, you want to avoid that hospital. It's where all the sick people go. So you got
And no
your chances
family
of getting
members.
germs.
I'm
That's
pretty
why
sure
I
the
respect
hospital's really
Liz
full.
Jeanette for going in there and working in there. Yes, sir.
I'm pretty sure the hospital's really full because basically there's a lot of people getting COVID-19
Mhm.
these days, yeah.
I'm praying I'm able to do my surgery, but they're doing it in some special, isn't it like a hospital? It's like I forget what you call it, some kind of something specialty unit. They'll do it with robotic arms. They're gonna put a hole here the size of a Sharpie, one here, one here. Two little robots go in there, and through the top one, they put an air tube and they blow my tummy up. So they've got a little tent to work in. And then the little arms go down like snakes into my guts and then back up behind my abs. They pull all the guts back in, put them where they belong. They sew up the hole and then they put a piece of mesh on the inside of my abs so nothing ever gets through again. So I'm gonna be a cyborg.
Oh my god.
Part man, part mesh. It's Master Mesh.
You need to change your intro.
Master
But then that means that you
Robotics.
need to change your intro. Wanna know what happened here?
That's right, it's
And like it needs to be like a robot.
Mesh.
Yeah,
I'll
right.
keep back out, shake it, shake it, shake it.
Mash the tape.
And then up and over. Oh, let's turn our belts to the side. I got my long belt on today. It's getting a little too long now. It's down, which is a good thing, I guess.
Oh, because of the belt curls?
Hmm?
Because of the belt curls?
No, because of the belt curls and the running and the biking and the forms and starving because I've lost weight.
Nasty dude.
I bought it when I weighed 216. Now I weigh 2.
Wow.
And then down the middle.
Nasty.
For some reason, it is like pulling hair to try to get below 200. My VMR, that stands for basal metabolism, basal metabolic rate. That just means how many calories your body has to burn just running your brain and your heart and breathing. Basically, just your body is 1,800 calories. I'm exercising and eating like 1,500 calories. So that's like a double whammy. I'm burning by the end of the day like 4,000 or 5,000 calories, eating 1,500 and staying at 200. I don't know what it's doing. My body is absorbing calories from the air.
How many of you guys like birds?
Then up and twist back. I rode this morning, even though it was drizzling. So rain is pelting my face.
But you said that you were here at 4:30.
I was Monday, or
Oh.
one of the days.
I wasn't here Monday.
Today's Wednesday, so I rode Monday, I think. I think it was Tuesday the day I couldn't ride. And as it turned out, it was just drizzling. I could have ridden, so I went ahead, and even though it was drizzling, I rode this morning. It never did rain really hard, but still, I got soaked.
You do all that and yet you can still go to the morning workout?
Oh yeah, up and over, dude. I get up like 3 in the morning, bro.
More like 2 in the morning. Because you gotta sleep at 8.
Yeah, I go to bed super
Or do
early.
you
The
want
sun
an
is
extra
still
hour?
out.
You go to bed when the sun is still out?
Yep.
Oh, you
Then I'm comfortable getting up at 3, which is good. I love that time in the morning. Nobody's up. I've got the whole entire world to myself. Sometimes it's a problem because the sidewalks are rolled up. They haven't unrolled the sidewalks yet, dude. You can see them sitting there on the street in rolls.
So what time do you have
And then down the middle,
You have dinner at 1?
And I'm friends with the foxes and the possums and the cats. I have to be careful because the cats don't even move now. The first couple of months, they would get out of my way when they saw my bike. And now they just sit there, twitch their tails. I have to be careful not to run over.
Master Dad, have you ever encountered a possum?
Oh yeah, tons of possums.
How about an
The
owl?
possums you really have to watch out for. Because possums are not the brightest crayons in the book. They're like, here comes the light. I think I'll run toward it. That's why you see dead possums on the road all the time. And then up and twist back. Or maybe, maybe they just got little lion hearts. They're like, here comes the lion. It's bigger than me. I'm just going to attack it.
Yeah, instead of dead possums in our neighborhood, it's dead frogs.
All right, let's see. Yuppie.
Frogs are so little.
And since we have a nice little configuration here, we will spread these things out.
There's no way on this side. What's your last bit?
Yes, ma'am, please. You just tilt it over and then push it by the base. There's the All right. So first, let's do some good old essential board breaking elbows. And you guys can do these for breaking. But check it out. It's just like throwing a softball. You rear back and throw like this, right? You ever see somebody who doesn't know how to throw and they go like this? And you think, why can't that person throw? Their arms are big, but they can't throw it. It's because they have the same leg forward. They're not putting the other leg forward so they can really chamber back and throw. That's the difference between a trained throw and an untrained throw because they try to throw off their front leg. It's the same thing with an elbow strike. If you go like this, you don't get much power. If instead you put your right leg forward when your left elbow goes, or put your left elbow forward when your right goes, it's exactly like throwing a ball. Just like that. So let's come out now. Listen.
You need to use your body.
Listen. We're going to do our circles, run back against the wall, but don't keep running. When you come up to the bag, stop, set up, booyah! And then you can keep running, right? Everybody got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm curious to see how. Oh, and there is E. Slicky Carbayosa girls there. Now everyone is coming. Yeah, baby. So you guys come up with something to whack at home. Just don't whack your parents on the butt, okay? Here we go. 3.
Like a pillow.
Does everybody know how to do switch bags?
Yes, sir.
Olivia doesn't. So let's get Javi right here. And let's get Leon brother. Sure. So let's get Maria right here. Judy right there. Right there. And then please Miss Annette next. And let's get Pomaris number 1, Pomaris number 2, Pomaris number 3.
Where do I go?
You go right there. It's funny, this is the way the ranks go in the Pomaris family, even though Olivia is the oldest. That is because the first thing you go by is the belt. The second thing you go by is when they tested. These two guys tested at the same time, so who's senior? Well, the oldest one is senior, so he goes there. Then why isn't she senior to him? Because we first divide by rank, and she is a white belt. So in Taekwondo, it goes Jose, Nicholas, and then Olivia. However, by birth order, it is Olivia and Jose. And I came before any of you guys. In fact, I was born before certain species of tree frogs were invented. God was still working on that way back then. Okay, here we go. Our elbow strikes. Ready? Mark, and let's separate a little bit, guys. Try to stay 10 feet away from each other. So keep, just like that. And I'll tell you what, also, just to try to stay compliant, whenever you hit, regardless of which elbow, let's go to your right and run around.
Yes,
Everybody dig it?
sir.
On your mark, get set, go! Right, Mr. Leon. Right, Jubilee, right. Oh. Oh, nice, Hobby. And Maria, very nice. This part of the front was that. But your footwork was right, Jose. Good. Good, Jubilee. Switch bags, go! And then keep whacking. Very nice, Miss Finette. Almost. Okay, freeze a second. Take the feet left foot forward. Left foot forward. Left foot forward. Nice. Go this way. Like that. Good. Other leg forward. Look at Miss Finette. She's got the switch bags. Go, hurry, quickly. Right there. One leg forward. No, don't step. Like when you're throwing the ball. You pick this leg out. This leg out. Like that. Come on, like that.
Go.
Good.
I did, Master Jeff.
No, elbow. Keep going. Thank you, very nice, sir. Switch legs next time. Turn elbow, switch legs. Almost, come here. Here. This leg forward. Good shoulder. Quick, hurry, switch bags, go. And take a break when you get there. Everybody, take a break. All right, some people had it, some people not yet. So let's try this, everybody facing me. So put your left leg forward. Left leg forward. Now you hit with your right elbow. Good. One more time. Right elbow. Now, pick your left leg up and hit with your right elbow. Now, good. Now let's switch legs. So now your left leg up, or right leg up and hit with your left elbow. Good, just like that. You can even twist your body. Look, if I step forward, I get forward motion. If I step forward and to the side, and I also help my body to twist. You see that? Look. This way. Let me see on the view. Let me see, Nicholas. Good. And then also, now this is very important, Jose, I saw you doing. Oh, good, you fixed it. So Jose, a while ago, had his fist up, and he was hitting with this part of his arm. Not good. Listen, your brachial artery runs right here. It's one of the things you aim at in a knife fight. Your brachial artery, it's the nerve that runs right down your arm, and then it loops right here. And there's also a nerve, it's your funny bone right there. So this is a very vulnerable point inside of your elbow. Your brachial artery goes through there, which feeds your whole hand and arm, and the nerve runs right there. It's the biggest nerve in the body, unprotected by bone or muscle. It's like a funny thing. It's just, I don't know why God chose there. Oh, I think I'll expose the nerve right there. Maybe he had trouble where he's running the routes. If there's a nerve, that's why you hit it and your hand goes numb. You just hit your nerve. So that's the last place you want to use as a weapon. But you put it down, it's funny, just a quarter circle over, and then it's like a super weapon. Super weapon. This side is not much better than the other side. It at least doesn't have the nerves and stuff, but still it's not very effective. You want right there, straight forward like this. Everybody go like this. Good. Good, Jose. And then you want to keep it bent. You want to keep it bent where your ulna, and then your radius, and then your humerus are all in a line like that. Then all three bones. Anybody know how to remember? Listen, Nicholas. You know how to tell the names? There's a way you can remember the names of your forearm bones. One's the radius and one's the ulna. But the radius kind of sounds like radial Goodyear tires. It's associated with tires, and that's the way you go hitchhiking. So your hitchhiking bone is the radius. And then the ulna is the ultimate elbow strike.
I get it.
So your martial arts ulna works. The little tip right here, that's your ulna. And it runs all the way up to this little bone right here on the outside of your wrist. So that's your ulna. This is your radius. And this is your humerus. Get it? Humerus. Okay. So here we go. Let's do one more round of elbow strikes with our new improvements. On your mark. Get set. Rock it. Good, Maria. Your business was right. That's a good technique, though. All right, honey. You got that down, dog. Jose, big improvement. Good.
Look at this, Master Jeff.
Good. Other leg. That was good, Nicholas. Go forward with your other leg. Yes, we'll say. Good, Nicholas. Much better. Good, Maria. Lefty. I see you. Good, Nicholas. Quick, switch backs. Go. Olivia, follow the lady in the blue t-shirt. Very nice, Miss Finette. You even got the twisty that time. Almost switch legs next time, Olivia. Both Leon brothers have got it down. Oh, good, Olivia. And switch backs, go! You go right there, Olivia. Follow the lady in the blue t-shirt. And copy her technique, Olivia. Stay right behind her and watch what she does. See how she's kind of stepping into the bag? Knock him out, folks. Knock him out. Go on, Olivia. You're a good listener, girl. Everybody freeze. I hate to interrupt you guys, Suzuki, but Olivia is so close. So come on over here, sister. Let me put on my shoulder mask. I'm not so concerned you'll get COVID from me, but you might smell my bad breath. And this thing is really a good breath blocker. Okay, so check this out. Everybody should listen. So Olivia's got the technique down, but I'm going to do what Olivia's doing now. She's got the correct foot and the correct elbow, so now what's on? How come it doesn't have the power we described what we're doing?
She's not chambering.
No, she's in the chamber. Yes, honey.
The leg is not going up enough, so it's
Right. Her range is off. So you're basically just too far away. If you notice, Miss Annette comes up and her feet are not like this, they're like this. It's almost like her feet in the bag make a triangle. So this is right up next to her body. And she might step like this, but this leg is going to end up landing right beside the bag. And look, her elbow is right there. So an elbow strike, Olivia, is made for super close combat. If I'm standing this far away from you, an elbow's no good. Even if I throw a punch, my elbow is no good. If I just stretch, there's no effect. But if the bad guy's right up against you, oh, it's elbow time. He's right here. I'm too close to punch. Oh man, elbows. Ooh, so nice. So next time, step up like this, almost where you're going to belly bump the bag, and then instead of belly bump, elbow bump. Got it? Because you were right there. Sorry to interrupt, but she was so close, I just had to help her out. On your mark. Let's go ahead and switch bags. Go! Go on, Leon. Wow. Go, Jubilee! You got it, girl. Everybody's got it. David, very nice. Quick, switch bags, go! Fire it up, folks. One more round, one more round. Go on, Olivia. Olivia, that's really good, girl. Yes, Daniel, very nice. Quick, switch bags, go! Fire it up, folks, fire it up. Boy, Olivia's got it down now. Watch out with that elbow. And quick switch bags and take a break. your femur, but this is the brachial artery. Why don't they call it the humeral artery or something? I just decided to get complicated, right?
Why do they call it medical practice?
Yeah, right.
They're not practicing, are they?
All right, exactly. Oh, boy. Okay. Guys, really good. Olivia, unbelievable. A little instruction. This girl picks it right up. And ladies, this is a very good one for you ladies, because this one depends on this. It doesn't matter how strong a guy is. If you use your brain and your body for leverage, some guy comes up and gets in your space and he's too close, and you said, don't get that close to me, and he gets close anyway. Dude, cancel his Christmas with a nice elbow strike. Maybe you can, while he's laying there unconscious, you can write your name on his forehead. If you're really good, you can write a mirror image, so when he goes home, oh, it'll look, Olivia!
Yeah.
All right, so check this one out. Now we're here. We're set up for this elbow strike, just like I was explaining to Olivia. But you cut this leg between your foot and the back, and then you hit backwards like this. That way, like if you need to duck, maybe the guy swings at you and you duck, oh, like that. You hit it backwards. Then, not only do you have the strength of your arm, and remember in our morning workout, we were explaining how the lat muscles help you with this technique, but you've got the strength of your spin. You can just have your hand sticking out, and your spin is going to create a lot of power, even before you actually do the technique. Elbow not so much, because your elbow is a shorter, but the spin really makes an impact. So check it out. If you want to hit with your right elbow, then you have your right foot forward. And the reason that works is you're going to turn this one. Now your right foot is back, you see? And then you're going backwards.
Like a back turn.
It is a back turn. Very good, Nicholas. So I got my elbow forward and the same leg forward. Then I step this foot in between. So Judy, step it in between. This way. Almost. Now step your foot. Yes, sister. Everybody got it?
Yes, sir.
Let's try a few rounds of that bad boy. On your mark. Get set, rocket. Very nice. Good, Maria. Good. Very nice. Oh, you totally got it. Good. Nicholas, that's really good.
Take it serious.
Very nice, Mr. Nick. All right, Nicholas, less talking and yelling, more focusing. Keep that elbow bent and get in close. Quick, switch bags, go. Quick. Oops, sorry. Switch bags, go. Over here, Olivia. Throw this one. Give me a second, sister. Put the right foot here. Put that there. This elbow.
This head off first.
Oh, yeah. Good job, girl.
Off first.
Yes, Olivia. Oh, you are the right foot follower, girl. Good, Jose. Yes, you can get a little closer to that and then we'll straighten right out. Good, Olivia. All right, let's take a break right there. So some of you have figured out that if you're too far away, check it out now. You get to here, my elbow doesn't reach, so you can just keep turning all the way to here. However, your body's a little twisted up, right? So practice it both ways. Either way is just fine. But you definitely, especially you ladies, some man comes up, some stinky guy, and he's trying to put his hands on you, and he's up in your face, and you're like, oh, he's trying to be all tough and intimidating. You're going to be really close. So practice right there, super close to him, right? Because otherwise, if you're far enough away where you need 2 steps, you're probably far enough away you shouldn't be attacking him. Ladies, just because you're tough and you get your bags off, don't beat up the boys. Please, okay? So, but you can do it. You can step all the way to here, like that. See how I came on through that time? Instead of landing here, I landed here. So try it both ways. First, you're super up close, right there. You cut through, and you want your butts on the back. You hit right there. Second one, you're a little farther away. So when I turn to here, I won't quite reach, so I step on through. Now my tummy's more against the back. Like that. Everybody dig it?
Yes, sir.
Let's give it a whirl. Ready, set, rock it. Yes. Jose, you got it down now. Make sure to keep your elbows tight and bent. Nice. You really got that down, Hubby. That's really good. Good, Jose. Now get a little closer. Yes, Maria. And switch bags, go. All right, let's take a little break right there. Master Settles has been messing with my settings. All right. A little matter of safety. Check it out, folks. Jose, if you can't reach the bag, don't straighten your arm to try to reach it, because then this will happen. You got all that swinging, your elbow hits, and your fist keeps going, and you will hyperextend that elbow.
Oh my God.
It does not feel like pet the bunny, I assure you. So check it out, guys. Nicholas, listen, Daddy. So even if you have to grip it like this, Jose, you turn and you keep it bent. Now, if you're going to do a back fist, great. Then get more distance where you're way over here and you hit with your fist. The last thing you want to do is be close and hit with your elbow and then it's straight. I have done it. Oh, and you can't move your arms like a wheelchair. So make sure it's nice and tight, even if you have to hold it to remind yourself like that. Got it, Daddy? All right, on your mark, get set, rock it. Very nice, Miss Tanette. Now, Miss Tanette, one last reminder. Try to make the pacing so that you land while you're still slightly in motion. Almost. Go ahead, I'll stop doing this. All right, quick steps. Come on over here.
I didn't do my thing.
Step your left. Almost step between your foot and your Good, both feet on board. Oh, yeah, that's really good. Wow. Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Good. All right, let's take a break right there. I heard a sir. Everybody okay? Okay, good. So this time we'll do kind of a lean-in thing. And please don't do this during sparring. This is not a legal sparring technique. And everybody can get back to their original bags. I'm sorry, I messed you up. So Olivia and Miss Tanette, I think we're down on that one, if I remember correctly. Just like that. So check it out. We're sitting here sparring like this. and then you shoot forward and you elbow it with your jab hand. So it's like you can go jab, cross, sneak forward, elbow. So you got to sneak forward a little bit. If I just go jab, cross, elbow, and miss it. But especially if he comes in, or you get a chance to sneak in a little bit, you can get him right across the nose. Now, this is not a powerful technique because it's coming off of my front foot. But you just pull your arm back, twist your hips a little bit, and then go for his nose.
But it is going
It
out.
does not take much to lay somebody's nose right over to the side like this. So you're sneaking in, you're looking at that nose, boom, you lay it right over to the side. Everybody ready? You can even precede it with a jab and cross if you want. Ready, set, go! Oh, nice, Olivia! Nice, Miss Tanette. Miss Tanette, you look like you enjoy that way too much. Oh, good. Go, Maria.
Right here.
Switch it up. Nice. Good. Switch back and go.
Oh, wait to the end.
Good, Olivia. Good, Juby. Well, you guys got this with Nicholas. Very good. One of your best ones.
This is one of my best combos.
Down.
Look at this, the running punch. Did I get right?
Go. All right, let's take a break right there. And then let's take a deep breath. And let's line back up facing this way just like for warm-ups. So Jose, you were back there, sir. And Nicholas, go back. So we have blue, purple, 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 purple. Oh yeah, purple, green. Yes, ma'am.
Are we gonna do forms?
No, ma'am, we're done. Okay, everybody sit down for a second. Or take a knee or whatever, you just be comfortable. So this stuff can be definitely applied to self-defense, but I recommend, highly recommend, that you don't look at self-defense as a matter of technique. Now listen, Nicholas, as a matter of mindset. If a guy my size is gonna try to kidnap a girl Jubilee's size, an elbow strike, a turnaround kick, none of that's gonna help. What's gonna help is her brain. Number one is to not freak out, or to freak out as little as possible, because of course you'd be freaking out if a guy my size is trying to throw you into his van. But you just have to kind of let go and say, okay, I am now in combat mode. I might get a bloody nose, I might get cut or shot or whatever, but that's just how it is. And I'm going to do whatever I can to get away. So while Jubilee might not be able to elbow strike my head, she can't even reach my head with her elbow. She can bite. And if I'm going to get her in my van, I've got to touch her. If I can touch her, she can bite me. And it doesn't take much. It just takes a bite and and he's going to go, ah, and that's all she needs. And then she is gone. Or if I try to pick her up, hey, that's good. On the one hand, oh my God, he's picking me up, put me down, put me down. Oh, no, please go ahead and pick me up because my hands are close to your eyes.
Oh.
Even as small as Jubilee is, what's going to happen if she pokes me in the eye with her finger?
Oh.
I am not going to be able to see. None of this is going to happen if Jubilee is thinking technique instead of survival. So, especially for the kids, ladies, you're attacked by some big man, get out of technique mode and go into rabid dog mode. And you think to yourself, you know what? You're going to make me bleed? I like to bleed. I have bled before and I enjoy it. Because I will wipe it on you and I'm going to cut you and I'll make you bleed more. And you're going to be in so much pain, you just got to get crazy. And then as soon as you get your window, that big of a window, you escape. And then you're done. All you need is a stalemate. You don't need a checkmate. He needs a checkmate. He needs to slam dunk it. He needs to get you, put you in the van. That's hard. All you guys need is for the fight to stop and for a chance to escape. That's pretty simple. And then you just have to focus on how you can make that happen. Not how you can beat the guy out. How can I distract him? Bite him for a second, jab him in the eye. You're screaming bloody murder. And you just make it too much trouble. There's a story that happened, is up in one of the northern states, Michigan or something, and it was in the book Strong on Defense. No longer in print, but boy, if you can find it, his name is Sanford Strong. He actually used to co-host with America's Most Wanted for a few years, but he's a retired murder investigator. So he's seen all kind of violence, and his book is full of police reports that will make your skin crawl. And there was one story in there where I think it was a 10-year-old girl and her 5-year-old little brother were out playing, and a guy came up and said, "Hey, come here, kids," and he managed to grab the sister. Wisely, the boy didn't try to fight. Now that's counterintuitive. If somebody's got your brother or your sister, you want to run up and fight him. You got to remember this guy's 10 times bigger than us. What did the little boy do? He ran. And the girl's like, "Wow!" So he ran home. So then now the bad guy's like, "Oh crap. All right, I've got a hold of the girl, but I can't chase the boy with her." So he just went with the girl. Threw her in the van, locked it up, jumped up in the seat. Well, it was a cargo van. So, you got the seats in the big cargo space. And so what does the little girl do? Once the van started moving, she jumped up from behind him and started scratching his face and biting him and screaming in his ear. He's like, "Ah!" He couldn't drive the van. And finally he's like, "Get out of here!" She's like, "Fine, that's what I wanted to do." So he literally kicked her out of the van, and by that time, the cops had shown up because the boy ran home and told his mom. And of course, the mom, her head exploded with freak out, and she called 911. The cop was right there, and the girl had caused so much trouble. It took a few blocks of her just, he'd knock her down, knock her back into the van. She'd jump right back up and start scratching at his face. And a lot of times the kids will say, "Well, what if you wreck?" Yeah, you might wreck. Dude, you're in rabid dog mode. All you want is out of that van. You don't care about wreck or anything else, blood on your fingers, whatever. You go nuts and you get out of that van. But anyway, I hope these stories help illustrate what self-defense is. And yes, you can do these things, elbow strike. Miss Tanette's a grown-up, so she'd be a much more formidable opponent than one of the kids. So she's more likely to be able to use an elbow strike or a kick or something. And if she's smart, she uses it to make some distance or to break contact and then get away. Dude, I am 6'4" and a 7th degree black belt. If somebody were trying to kidnap me, I would not try to contain them, would not try to beat them up. I would probably do exactly what I said to you guys. I would hit, scratch, claw, bite, whatever I had to do until I got a moment, and then I would escape. I got 4 kids at home. I can't afford, even if it's a 1 in 1,000 chance, I can't afford to lose a fight to the death. Then my kids don't have a father. So I'm going to do whatever I have to do to get out of the situation, extract myself from the situation. That makes sense? All right, very good. Stand it up. Yes.
Well, you were talking about biting and scratching when the guy picks you up. I'm like, well, if you get out of his arms and you have 2 pieces of cloth that you can use to tie him, you can tie his hands and his feet, and then he can't escape. And you can easily call the cops and they can just grab him.
I understand that, but you don't want to go for containment. I think you're trying to be tongue-in-cheek, but do not. Us guys, Jose, have a tendency to do that. There's somebody breaking into my van. I want to go out there and serve some justice. Bad idea. Once again, I'm 6'4". I'm a 7th degree black belt. I got like 30 guns at home, dude. If I take one of my guns out there in my 6'4" and my 7th degree black belt, and he ends up having a buddy in the hedges who kills me, was it really worth keeping my car from getting broken into and dying? Is it worth a 1 in 1,000 chance? No. What I should do is get my ego in check and call the cops. And this is why we should respect the cops, because the cops, they got kids at home too, but guess what? They do go over and stop the guy. If somebody's breaking into your house and he's violent, They do. They go in and face the criminals. And that's why I tell every cop I see, look, I appreciate what you do. Thank you for keeping our community safe. What can I do for you? Don't ever get it in your mind to try to contain a bad guy and catch him. Don't do it. Just get away. All right? Just get away. All right, nice and sharp. Chin up. Put your dial. Connect. Huddle. Move down. God, thank you very much for the chance for us to just hang out and talk and do some healthy stuff and learn techniques together. Please help us never take this place or each other for granted. In Jesus' name, amen. Remember what to say?
And face Master Jeff.
Thank you, guys. See you next time. Good job today. Olivia, you're a great directions follower, girl. Good job. You're just smart. Oh, we got to say bye to the tubers.
Who got first dibs? I got first dibs on the cake.
All right, guys. I don't think Master Jeff Dino. Who is Dino? Dino.
I think I know.
Dino.
Dino Dan.
I'm looking up there to see. Sorry, I am late. Hi, MJ. Nick here. Oh, Nick. What's up, Nick? Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't see you, Daddy. All right, however, it is time for us to go. So you guys ready? We are out of here.
This has been a South Miami Taekwondo live stream with Master Jeff. Avoid practicing the techniques you learn in live stream with Master Jeff while drunk, stoned, sloshed, tipsy, buzzed, blotto, slammed, plowed, jolly, play-eyed, hammered, wasted, inebriated, or otherwise intoxicated. Watching live stream with Master Jeff, you acknowledge the possibility of and waive all liability for hematoma, laceration, occipital fracture, broken nose, articular tendon, or dislocation, strained or sprained wrist, hyperextended elbow, broken ribs, bruising or bleeding, tears, sprains, fractures, dislocated shoulder, or concussion. All rights reserved. Unauthorized presentation and publication strictly prohibited.